I call the meeting to session for the Grovetown City Council work session. Those that are joining us for the first time, either on Facebook or in the audience, our work session is a less formal proceeding designed for more extensive review and discussion of items before the council meeting. So you can follow along either by the hard copy that you had in front of you or up on the screen. You'll notice that we'll move around on the agenda to cover only those items that are needed for the work session. Having that in mind, our first item of attention would be item 7, the financial statement, to be presented by our finance director and assistant city administrator, Bradley Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Mayor and council, you'll see in front of you the September 30th, 2025 financial highlights. You'll note that our ideal remaining percentage should be around 75%. You'll note that the general fund and stormwater funds are both below this ideal remaining percentage. However, this is not of any concern to me. The reason being, a lot of this has to do with the depot project. As you recall, in this year, we're expected to spend about $2.3 million on the remaining portion of the depot, and all of that's going to be front-ended. So no real concern there. It's just a timing issue, not really a matter that we're actually below. So we'll see this average back out as time moves forward. You'll also note in the stormwater, again, smaller fund, we had a major repair at the beginning of the year. Again, you'll start seeing this number catch back up and get above that ideal remaining percentage in the next few months. You'll note in our restricted funds, we're continuing to collect funds in the SPLOST 2023 to 2028. The 2017 to 22 fund, as we know, is no longer collecting any. However, we are starting to try to whittle that down and make sure that we finish out the projects that were approved by the voters in the last SPLOST. T-SPLOST is starting to collect some more funds. We have one large remaining payment coming out of that in the next probably 3 to 4 weeks, probably by the next time I come to see you again to present you October's. The reason being is the finalization of the Harlem Grovetown Road repaving project. So they have their retainage that they still need to collect. There are a couple punch list items that I've been working with David and Jack on, primarily related to the striping, not exactly the paving itself. The paving has been done well. We're just trying to make sure all the striping gets done. But other than that, again, we are continue to be in a strong financial position. And over the next few months, we'll collect property taxes as well as our portion of the insurances for the city of Grovetown. So we'll be looking at some influx of cash. I would like to give you an update on the FEMA. However, I can't give you an update on the FEMA because they can't give me an update on the FEMA. So as soon as I get that update, I will let you all know.
Okay. Any questions of Bradley?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll move to item 12, old business. 12A, recommend approval of a memorandum of understanding between the City of Grovetown and Augusta Locally Grown to organize and operate a farmer's market and online pickup location. City Administrator Elaine Matthews.
Yes, sir. This is something that was brought forward from last meeting, and my recommendation would be to you all to not take any action. It's not needed. We researched through the Department of Agriculture as to whether or not they needed any of the paperwork to be filed with the city. And if it's grown and sold in the state of Georgia as fresh produce, they did not have to have a permit from us to do that. So I think the answer there is, now I don't know if you need to make a motion to dispose of it, but for our needs, we don't need any action.
Okay. Thank you. Item 13, new business. Recommend approval of the 2026 work session and council meeting dates. Again, our City Administrator Elaine Matthews.
Yes, sir. Each year, toward the end of the year, last quarter or so of the year, we try to go through the next year's calendar to make sure that we don't have a conflict with any holidays and meeting days. So we have a calendar there proposed for all the council meetings in your packet. And also there's a calendar proposed for work sessions if needed. Those would be all the routine meetings that we would have. And we just want your approval on that so we can officially post that. And, okay, this is one change on here. Should be Monday, September 2026. That should be Monday instead of Tuesday.
So September 14th shows Tuesday. That's actually a Monday. There is no date change.
Okay. Any questions?
Mr. Mayor, I do just wanted to ask Mrs. Matthews, how do we determine the dates that we want to set for the potential work sessions. And the reason for my question is I know as you go through, sometimes it's maybe like a week and a half before the council meeting. Sometimes it's 2.5 weeks. Is there something in particular that goes into how that's scheduled?
It's scheduled for the fourth Thursday of the month routinely, but if it's not needed, we just post a notice that it's not needed.
Yeah. No,
Because-
I know it's as needed, but I just wasn't sure if what the reason was is that sometimes it's closer to council meeting or it's a little bit further away.
Excuse me. It's scheduled for the fourth
Fourth
Thursday in the month. Mhm.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir, you're welcome.
All right, 13B, recommend approval of Liberty Park outdoor events regulations.
Okay, we have had several meetings on this issue and have proposed that the regulations that are before you be implemented. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. For safety reasons and to have a more orderly fashion of getting our traffic in and out. We are trying to use Lakeview as the main entrance and only let vendors in the front entrance there on Newmantown. And it's to eliminate a traffic jam there because we have a lot of people walking across from the subdivision across the street. There is an extra gate that we're proposing to open as a pedestrian gate so people can safely enter that gate. We feel like these regulations will get us started on a method by which we can have more safety protocols at these outdoor events. We have 2 remaining for this year, which is the trunk or treat, which is the end of this month, and then we have the Christmas tree lighting in December, and both of those dates will be open on the calendar. We're not going out for any kind of construction to start until after that date, which is the first Saturday in December. So both of those events can be held.
And thank you, Elaine, for you and all those on that committee that put this together.
Yes, sir. It was a group effort, and public safety gave us a lot of input. So we really tried to make sure that whatever we proposed to you all was enforceable by them, because, if these rules are made but not enforced, it doesn't help us. So there were a lot of things that came forward as suggestions, but some of the things were just not practical or enforceable. So we feel like this is a good start, and we can go forward from there.
Okay, any questions from anybody? Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
13C, recommend approval of the warranty deed of dedication between Horizon West Business Park LLC and the City of Grovetown. Our Planning and Community Development Director, Jock Palmer, is out tonight, and this will be presented by our Assistant City Administrator, Bradley Smith.
Yes, sir. You'll see that we actually have 2 deeds of dedication, so I'm going to do both of them simultaneously, if that's okay.
That's fine.
So the first one is going to be between Horizon West Business Park. That is going to be our industrial park, just on the outskirts of where the planned unit development of, I can't think of the name right now. Sorry. Brighton Landing. Thank you. Could not remember the name of it. So right over there, they're going to be dedicating us some road as well as some storm drains. So the total amount of that dedication is going to be $331,563.14. This is common throughout production. Remember, they build it, then they deed it to us for us to maintain. I do want to make a point of note here, there are no storm ponds. We still don't accept storm ponds. We are not accepting storm ponds. This is the storm drainage system. So there is a pond on the property. However, we do not accept that property. So we have reviewed that and ensured that that's not the case. So this is simply on this one, just the road and the storm drain system itself, not the pond.
So it is just the roads and the storm drains?
Yes, sir.
Because it was split up between it talked about a parcel and then about an easement, so.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The parcel has the road, the easement has the storm drain.
Has the storm drains.
So thank the lawyers for writing it so confusingly.
And so, oh, look at that face over there.
But yes, sir, I did the research to ensure, but the 1.91 acres is where the road itself is sitting.
Okay,
So, and then, of course, the easement that comes with that road. So,
okay.
The second one here is Marshall Mills Homeowners Association. This one is much simpler. You're going to have two portions that are going to be deeded to us. It's going to be the water and sewer easements along with the systems that have been installed. The water system is approximate value is $207,300, with the sewer system being $133,150, for a total of $340,450 being deeded to the city for maintenance indefinitely. Again, as new developments come on, and especially now Marshall Mills is not part of the city. Remember, it did not annex. However, we agreed to provide them water and sewer. Now, when they were building the neighborhood directly to the west of it, they had actually already upsized that sewer system for the anticipation of future development in the area. So we are actually very happy with the way that that's worked out for us. So we will be accepting the water and sewer system. But again, they will be our water and sewer customers, not residents of our city. So not citizens of our city. I don't know which term is better. They will be our customers. So,
Go ahead, if you're not done.
no, sir, that's all I had.
How does this differ from the first one that you talked about? And by that, I simply mean that this one sort of outlined more specifically several different easements, whereas the other one kind of lumped it all together.
The simplicity of the project is really what it comes down to. Sewer lines and water lines become spider webs once they get underground, especially as they go to different houses in different portions of a neighborhood. So the easements and the way they're drawn becomes a little more difficult. They're just more enumerated. Whereas with a road, it's simple.
It's a road.
It's a road, and it's easy to follow. So once the sewer lines and water lines get underground, they start spider webbing off, of course, as they go to the different locations, resulting in more easements. So,
Gotcha. Thank you, sir.
yes, sir.
Thank you. 13E, recommend adoption of Resolution 2025-10-01, resolution to adopt standard operating procedure for outdoor warning siren activation. Our Fire and Rescue Chief, Wayne Kent.
Good afternoon. Tonight, we're asking for approval of the SOP, as we call it, Standard Operating Procedure for the Outdoor Warning Siren Activation. So this outlines how we activate it, when we activate it, and who has the authority to activate it. For the most part, for weather emergencies, it's activated via the National Weather Service, but we do have control over it, so we can activate it if we was to witness a severe weather event, or if something else comes to comes to be, that we can activate it also for that. We also can activate it for a type of national emergency, a hazardous material spill, something that's dealing with the railroad. This just outlines who has the authority to do that.
All right, any questions?
Chief?
Yes, sir.
I noticed that in all those scenarios, we're not going to offer an all-clear signal.
Yes, sir.
Why is that? And let me tell you what comes to my mind, and you're the expert, which is why I'm asking you why we're not doing this. But in my mind, if we sound that alarm and we have the right to do it multiple times, isn't there something that we need to do to let people know that the emergency has passed? Is there a reason why we don't do an all clear?
Well, we fall back on the National Weather Service or the information that follows up to it from the side of it. One, it's kind of industry standard, as they call it, when we talk to the siren producers, and also from, I hate to say it, the liability standpoint, because we're trying to get that information out to the massive amount of people, and if we tell somebody it's all clear and then we have to change once again, we like to be able to provide that information via another avenue. That's why we tell them to go back to listening to it, where we can give more precise, more updated information, because we don't want to say it's all clear, and it's all clear right here, but we needed to tell them not to go that direction, though, because that may be down a wind of a spill, or there may be another approach in front, but we're having to wait to see if it's going to produce tornadic activity. So we want them to follow up with the NOAA weather radios, the HyperReach, or local media.
Thank you, sir. And now I get it, and I think it's great, because it would create a heck of a liability when we say it's all clear, in essence, and people go out to have a picnic and it's not all clear.
Yes, sir.
Well,
So
we
thank you.
certainly could use our public information officer to say that, you know, based on all information we have, it appears to be safe at this area type thing.
Right, we
Correct.
just won't, we don't have a tone that would be used by the siren, you know, because we have a well tone for the weather emergencies, and we have a single, steady, constant tone for the other events, civil unrest, national emergency, or some sort of hazardous materials incident. So you only have them two, so then you have the public trying to decide, well, okay, that was for a weather event, this is for a national emergency. Which one's all clear now? So there's not really another tone that could be used for that.
And then we complicate it, and it creates more problems than it solves.
Right, we try to be simple as we can be dealing with outdoor sirens.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Okay? Thank you, Chief.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That concludes our work session.
I have something I need to bring up.
Excuse me, go ahead.
Okay, I spoke with Ms. Elaine and Mr. Bradley before we started the meeting. They said it would be best to bring it up at the work session, and I wanted to bring it up in front of the council and everyone. I have had several calls and emails and messages from some citizens that live on Hardy Drive. This has been an ongoing problem ever since they started building the townhomes there. The work trucks and the cars and all that are parking in the street. And it's almost caused several accidents. And they contacted me, being on the city council. I've contacted Jack Palmer. He knows about it. I've talked with him. I talked with Leanne Lackey, with code enforcement. I've called Elaine, and I know that they have gone out and talked to, they said, the construction manager. So anyway, this weekend, with it being Saturday and Sunday, and of course, we're closed, I guess they decided they were going to park in the middle of the road. And one of the citizens actually stopped because he was almost hit head-on, and, you know, got out and spoke politely to the driver and said, "Would you please move your truck out of the road? You know, this is a narrow road, and we've almost gotten head-on." And the person told him, "This is none of your business. Get back in your truck." So I'm coming before the council. I've got pictures that they've sent to me of the trucks being in the middle of the road. So I think now that I talked with Elaine and Bradley, and they said that now possibly would become a police issue, that they would have to go out and maybe issue a warning or a ticket.
Well, before we go to that angle, let's bring one of our code enforcement officers in on a Saturday to handle it.
That's what Elaine told me, they couldn't give a ticket.
Oh, they don't issue the parking? Okay. All right, Chief?
They can't cite them, and there be some fine related to a citing? Is that? It's especially,
Well, yeah.
it's a police issue.
Right, and I'm bringing it up because I don't want an accident or somebody to get seriously hurt, with a head-on collision or something, because it's a hill, right there, there's a hill, and it is a very narrow street. And when you have a vehicle parked in the middle and a car coming this way, they're not going to see that vehicle in time to
Are they
sometimes
working
get out
on
of the way.
Sundays too, or just
They're-
Saturdays?
Saturdays mostly.
Okay.
Sometimes you'll see an occasional car there on Sunday, but mostly it's been Saturdays.
All right. I'm sure the chief will look into that. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else? All right, that concludes the work session. We will adjourn and reconvene at precisely 6:30. I call to order the city council meeting for the city of Grovetown, October the 14th, 2025. If you have a cell phone on, I ask that you silence it or put it on vibrate. Let me introduce a couple of people tonight out of courtesy. If any of the other candidates were here, we would introduce them as well. I have Ms. Jacqueline Rivera seated in the rear, a candidate for city council in the November election for the city of Grovetown. And the other candidate is an incumbent, Ms. Sylvia Martin. So just wanted to give you a little heads up on that and encourage those of you that are listening and are present, please vote. All right, I announce that we also have a quorum present. So let's stand for the invocation to be given by Councilman Blair and then remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll bow your heads with me, please. Heavenly Father, we thank you for bringing us together this evening as we serve our community. Grant us the wisdom in our decisions that we make this evening. Grant us the patience if we have disagreements, and unity in our decisions once we make them. And may everything we do be guided by integrity, fairness, and a genuine desire to do what's best for our community and our citizens. And Heavenly Father, we ask all these things in thy name. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you for attending. If you would like to make a comment tonight, on the back table is a citizen comment form. Fill it out and hand it to our city clerk dressed in the khaki suit over here. All right, first item is I request a motion for item 3, approval of the agenda.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion we approve the agenda as printed.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Hearing none, cast your votes at this time. Motion carries. Item 4, approval of the September 8th, 2025 regular meeting minutes.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion to approve the September 8th regular meeting minutes.
Mr. Mayor, I'll second that.
Any discussion? Hearing none, cast your votes at this time. Motion carries. Item 5, approval of the September 8th, 2025 executive session minutes.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion that we approve the September the 8th, 2025 executive session minutes.
I'll second that motion.
Any discussion? Hearing none, cast your votes. Motion carries. Committee reports. Public Safety, Councilman Blair.
Well, thank you, Mr. Mayor, and thank you for all of you that are joining us here in the council chambers, and thank you all that are joining us on Facebook. For the month of September, call volume for our police department responded to 2,313 calls, which brings our year-to-date total to 18,827. Over the last 30 days, police have made 38 arrests. Our CID has opened 18 cases and closed 11. Our K-9 has conducted almost 100 traffic stops, issued about 25 citations, and issued almost 100 warnings, and confiscated some drugs to include fentanyl, marijuana, and methamphetamines. Thank you. Yes. So, just be aware, talk to your kids out there. That stuff is around. It's very dangerous, very potent. So just know it's on our streets. So a job well done to our A shift, which is Sergeant Powers, Officer Timothy Hughes, Officer Cami Fleming, and Officer Alexis Hughes. They responded to a call for mini bikes that were stolen, and they recovered 3 of them fairly quickly. So great job. And a job well done to Investigator Ashmore for recovery of, we had a stolen golf cart, and they recovered that and also apprehended the suspect. I mentioned about our K-9, but Banner and his handler, Officer Jenkins, successfully completed their annual handler and working dog recertification training. And you may have seen on the Grovetown Police Department's Facebook page, but Captain Loomer and Officer Juan Gomez Rodriguez assisted the Whitfield County Sheriff's Office and GBI with Operation Hook. It was a multi-day anti-child predator operation that they both participated in. So, switching gears, the Fire and Rescue Department. So for the month of September, our fire department responded to 37 calls for fire, 74 calls for rescue and EMS, for a total of 111 for the month of September. Our fire marshal updated 35 fire pre-plans for local businesses. He conducted 43 fire inspections and made 31 business contacts. If you watched the working session, you heard Chief Wayne Kent talk about the outdoor sirens. They were brought online on the 10th of September, and periodically during the month, you'll hear them being tested. And I wish I had one to show you, but he brought up a fresh supply of the NOAA weather radios. If you would like one, we got 1,500 of them in a grant. Part of that grant, we agreed to give them to some of the most vulnerable people out there, those that live in some trailer parks, those that are elderly, those that are homebound. They were the first ones to get some. But if you want some, we have some here at City Hall. They've just been resupplied, and also at Station 1. So if you want one, you can stop by. They're free while supplies last. They also conducted weekly duties around the station. You may have seen them out doing the hydrant flushing and the testing. And they should be finished up with that here shortly. They also did some training, conducted firefighter survival, search and rescue, did some forcible entry training at the Columbia County Fire Training Center. They also done some ladder training at the Columbia County Fire Training Center. And they did a lot of outreach over the last 30 days. They visited Grovetown Elementary, and they did some station tours for Greenbriers Daycare. They went to Cedar Ridge Elementary. They had a fire safety discussion and a fire truck tour for one of our local at-home daycares. And Quest Church stopped by with about 80 kids in attendance, where they did a fire safety presentation. And they also did one for Big Blue Marble Academy. So great job, Chief, to you and your folks for doing all that community outreach. I know the community appreciates it. But pending any questions or comments, sir, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. 6B, utility billing and utility services, Councilwoman Smith.
Well, good evening, everyone here and everyone that is watching via Facebook. This is my report for the month of September. The Water Department performed 151 utility locates. They completed 157 trash can service orders. They performed 931 other service orders. They performed 52 water meter histories, repaired 16 water leaks, 47 water meters were replaced, 8 water flow and pressure tests were conducted, 47 high-usage door hangers were passed out to customers, and working with vendors and manufacturers to improve our water meter services. Our stormwater department, they cut grass at 20 retention ponds and the wastewater treatment fields. They repaired 1 storm drain. They ran a camera through stormwater piping at the corner of Hollingsworth and Magnolia, and they exercised equipment that has been sitting idle. In our wastewater department, they assisted the water department. They cleaned the pump at Milton Hit Lift Station. And our wastewater treatment plant, they discharged 43.46 million gallons of treated wastewater to Butler Creek. They used 41.4% of the plant's capacity. They sent 13 dumpsters of sludge to the landfill. Equipment availability is at 100%. Basin 3 maintenance is complete and is online, and new chemical delivery systems are getting closer to installation. As my tenure ends in December, I've been going from department to department, and so we had our farewell luncheon there over with the utility services. We had a pizza party, so that was fun. So if you're in a department here in the city, I'm coming to see you real soon. Hold on tight. And as a point of personal privilege, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I have lost family members and friends to breast cancer, and so I just wanted to make mention that it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I do have chemo care packages that I would like to give out to those that are currently undergoing chemo and radiation, and those that are survivors that are still dealing with some of the after effects of chemo and radiation. So you can reach out to me via my Facebook page or contact the city and let me know, and I would meet you somewhere to provide you with the chemo care pack. Pending any questions, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. 6C, Planning and Development, Councilman Bowman.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mayor, and for all of our citizens who are listening in. For the month of September, Planning and Development, as it relates to the actual building and development side, they did 255 building inspections, and as a result, there were 21 new certificates of occupancy that were issued. There are 8 new business licenses, and 34 building permits were issued. On the code enforcement side, there were 15 overgrown vegetation cases that were addressed. There were 35 signs removed from the right-of-way. I want to take this moment to remind everyone we are in an election season, and those election signs are not exempt from violating the code if they are in the right-of-way, and they will be removed. Encourage you to support your candidate, whoever that may be, but please be sure that you are not placing those signs. Those are not the only signs. I don't want to give you that impression, but any signs. If you have a roofer or some other sort of a contractor, make sure that their sign is not in the right-of-way. But this particularly becomes an issue during the election season. So again, as the mayor suggested, he wants everyone to vote. You have every right to support your candidate with a sign, but again, it cannot be in the right-of-way. Moving forward, there were 51 trash can violations identified. That number seems to be growing. It's a small thing that we'd ask that you do to keep our neighborhoods looking clean and tidy and appropriate. 10 inoperative vehicles, another number that is growing. Again, you can't have an inoperative vehicle. It has to be licensed. It can't be sitting on the street. I believe that's correct, Chief, isn't it? Without it being properly licensed. We had no bulk waste violations. That's an improvement. So I'm glad to see that. We did have 4 cases of other property maintenance. Again, one of the things that we ask you to do that keeps our city looking clean and decent, it's not only benefits you, but it benefits your neighbors as well, and as it relates to their property values. There was 1 civil matter, 4 parking violations, and then 2 other obstructions of the right-of-way over and above actual signs in the right-of-way. And no animal nuisances this month. And with that, Mr. Mayor, that's all I have unless there's any questions.
All right, thank you. 6D, General Services, Councilwoman Martin.
Good evening, everyone in attendance and on Facebook Live. I'm going to start tonight with our Streets and Sanitation Department. Our litter crew collected a total of 176 33-gallon bags of litter from our city streets and sidewalks. Our Streets and Sanitation collected a total of 129 6.08 tons of bulk and yard waste during the month of September. The Streets Department's been busy cutting grass and edging and cleaning sidewalks. The Streets Department also completed 27 service orders for the month, and they reported 21 inoperable city streetlights to Georgia Power for repair. There were 23 bulk trash yard waste violation tags for the month of September, turning 5 over to code enforcement for noncompliance. The Street and Sanitation Department also utilized the arm mower to cut back overhanging limbs. There were 69 citizen calls for the month of September, and street signs were replaced throughout the city in certain areas. The street sweeper was busy keeping our city streets clean and collecting 6.95 tons of waste and debris. Cyber training was also completed by our Streets and Sanitation Department, which was hosted by Pollock. And there was backhoe safety training completed by several streets and sanitation employees, hosted by GDOT. For leisure and rec, the fields were utilized for a total of 264 hours. There were 31 new contracts and 7 new gym memberships. Leisure and Rec Department, with their responsibilities, continued maintaining all our parks and city facilities. They applied chemicals as needed and cut grass and weed-eated certain areas and maintained the flowers and plants throughout the city. The golf carts were cleaned and maintained, getting them ready for our next big upcoming event. All our fields were prepped daily. Deep cleaning went on at Liberty Park Community Center. All the flower beds at the parks and facilities were planted with new fall flowers, and I think you rode by and see how beautiful the city looks with all the pretty flowers for the fall. Cyber training was completed by their Leisure and Rec employees, hosted by Pollock. There was also backhoe safety training completed by some of our Leisure and Rec employees, hosted by GDOT. And then our directors and supervisors attended the SWANA Conference annual business meeting in Jekyll Island. Leisure and Rec hired a new program assistant, Josie McDaniel. She's not here tonight, is she? Okay. For facility maintenance, a total of 93 work orders for various facilities throughout the city throughout the month of September, and there were 57 vehicle repair orders for the month of September. Now I want to talk about our big upcoming event that's coming up. It's always an exciting time of the year. This is our upcoming 10/24 Trunk or Treat at Liberty Park. It's going to be held from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. There's going to be lots of fun for everybody. There'll be bounce houses and all kinds of candy and live music and vendors and a petting zoo and inflatables. So everybody needs to come out and have a good time, but be mindful of our new policies that we are putting into place, starting with our Trunk or Treat event. And I don't have anything else unless there's some questions.
Thank you. Now, you may ask, why do we go over all of this stuff? Well, it's about absolute transparency, and that's what we want the public, those that are here and those that are watching, to see where your tax dollar goes. And we're all about transparency. So we want you to know everything we're doing. We don't have anything to hide. Item E, 6E, administration. That will be covered during the report given by the city administrator. Item 7, I'll entertain a motion for approval on the financial statement.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion we approve the financial statement as presented.
I second that motion.
Any discussion? Hearing none, cast your votes. Motion carries. Item 8, Employee of the Month, be presented by City Administrator Elaine Matthews.
At this time, I would ask Leisure and Rec to come up, and Cody Brown, if Cody will come forward. Hi, Cody. You're going to be the recipient tonight of this and a nice gift card in the back. Employee of the Month Award for September 2025 is given to Cody Brown to thank him for his outstanding service to the citizens of Grovetown. Signed, sealed, and delivered today. Gift card on the back. Congratulations for doing a great job. Get your coworkers over. Cody, you want to say something?
I really enjoy my job. I work here. Everybody takes good care of me, and I really blessed to be working for this city.
Thank you.
Glad to have you.
We're glad to have you.
David, did you want to say anything? Okay, all right.
Just a note Stephen sent me, said Cody always goes above and beyond while working evenings and days. He always has a positive attitude and takes pride in his work. He always takes initiative without asking to do things. He never complains. He's very polite to customers and very knowledgeable about gym information.
That's
So
great.
again, we appreciate Cody.
Very good.
Thank you, Cody. Congratulations.
Item 9, Vietnam Veterans Recognition, be presented by Councilmember Richard Bowman.
If I could please have Mr. Michael Gall come forward, I would. This evening, Mr. Gall, we're actually honoring his father. Mr. Gall, who lives here in Grovetown, and his father, who now lives in Missouri, I understand, is watching this. So he's going to see this happen, and we are glad to have him. And as you can see, apparently service runs in the family. Mr. Michael Gall serves with the fire department at the fort. So clearly his dad left an impression about service, and I didn't want to miss that. So we appreciate what you do as well. Yeah, I'm sure the chief probably appreciates it. This evening, we honor Master Sergeant. Is that correct? Chief Master Sergeant, Mr. John Frank Gall, who was born on February 2nd, 1945. Graduating high school in 1963, he joined the military just 1 year, short year after, enlisting with the United States Air Force on May 15th, 1964. After receiving basic training at Lackland Air Force Base in Texas, Chief Master Sergeant Gall attended crew chief school at MacDill Air Force Base in Florida. Upon finishing, he received his first orders for Vietnam in 1965. Chief Master Sergeant Gall was assigned as a crew chief upon his return home and was once again deployed to Vietnam in the Cam Ranh Bay region for 6 months, becoming one of the first service members to fly the F-4 Phantom. He was deployed once more to the Ubon, is that correct? The Ubon Royal Thai Air Force Base, where he served under famed General Daniel Chappie James, who many of you may know was the nation's first African-American 4-star general. Once back in the U.S., Chief Master Sergeant Gall would leave the Air Force in 1968, joining the Boeing Company for 2 years. Chief Master Sergeant Gall joined the Air Force Reserves, a man of service for sure, and worked at McGuire Air Force Base as an Air Reserve technician, where he would ultimately be promoted and moved around until being named Aircraft Superintendent at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base in North Carolina. He was activated in the early 1990s for Operation Desert Shield and Desert Storm during the Gulf War, and would also serve alongside his son in the Yugoslav wars as well. In April of 2000, Chief Master Sergeant Gall officially retired from the armed forces. He met his wife through the military, and together they shared 2 sons. As a result of his service, he received several honors, including the Meritorious Service Medal, Air Force Commendation Medal, Distinguished Presidential Unit Citation, Air Force Outstanding Unit Award with 4 devices, Air Force Good Conduct Medal, Air Reserve Forces Meritorious Service Medal with 6 devices, National Defense Service Medal with 1 device, Vietnam Service Medal with 2 devices, Southwest Asia Service Medal with 2 devices, Air Force's Overseas Short Tour Ribbon, Air Force Longevity Service Ribbon with 5 devices, Armed Forces Reserve Medal with 1 device, Air Force Training Ribbon, Republic of Vietnam Gallantry Cross with device, Republic of Vietnam Campaign Medal, and the Kuwait Liberation Medal. Wow. What a guy.
That's amazing.
The city of Grovetown, on behalf of the mayor and this city council, and certainly I'm sure the citizens of Grovetown, we give thanks and honor the hero that you call Dad. Thank you for his service. That is for you, and if we'll step around in front. I'm sure he won't mind you speaking on his behalf.
Thank you all for letting me come and share my dad with you. He's watching right now, and my mom. I love you guys. He's instilled into me and my brother, certain traits that we passed down, or that he's passed down, and for him to get this means the world to me, because he's my hero, my personal hero. And it's just been an honor to be with everybody and get this presented for him, so I appreciate it very much. And I love you guys.
Thank you again. And if your dad is watching, on behalf of this city, welcome home, soldier. Thank you for your service. Thank you very much.
Okay, move to item 10, Business Spotlight, Councilwoman Sylvia Martin.
Good evening again. And I would like to ask Mr. Barry Bryant and his assistant to come up at this time. It gives me great pleasure tonight to honor Barney's Pharmacy. Barney's was established in Grovetown in August of 2012. They are a member of the CSRA business community for over 50 years. They opened its doors to the citizens of Grovetown in 2012. They do have locations in other places, and they've been keeping our citizens healthy and well-stocked on medical supplies ever since. They offer a variety of items in their store, such as durable medical equipment like wheelchairs. They have knee scooters, wound care, and more, in addition to services such as medication adherence programs for those who need special reminders about their medicines, and they even offer pastoral care. They provide several crucial services in our community, such as offering immunizations to our residents, and they also deliver to the Grovetown, Harlem, and Appling areas. Barney's performs compounding of personalized medicines for their customers, including weight loss injections, and they always go above and beyond when it comes to answering questions folks may have when collecting their medication. I can personally attest to that. They also have a variety of other items on sale in their establishment that include snacks, beverages, clothing, decor, and more. In a world of large corporate chains that provide pharmaceuticals to customers, Barney's is truly a cut above the rest, with a mom-and-pop feel each time you step into their building. All in all, Barney's is a crucial member of our business community, and the city of Grovetown is proud to shine our business spotlight on you. So if you're looking for a pharmacy here in Grovetown, head to Barney's, where professionalism meets a personal touch, and I can guarantee you will not be sorry. Congratulations. Congratulations. I'm so happy that we could give this to you. So we hope that you'll take this and put it on display in the pharmacy.
Proudly do that.
Yes, thank you. So, and I think he wants a picture.
My wife keeps asking me when I'm going to retire. I've been doing this for 43 years, but I tell her I love what I do too much. And I used to always tell people I didn't love the customers, but it's got to the point now we're up to about 130 employees. I just enjoy being with the staff I have, and I've got some great people. One person can't do it all, and I've just got great help. And Jennifer's an excellent pharmacist.
I was going to say, would you introduce
Yes.
her? I didn't know her last name. I knew her as Jennifer.
Jennifer's family, they introduced me to her when she was still applying to pharmacy school, and said, I've got this daughter that's wanting to go to pharmacy school, and I hear that all the time. I said, can you give her a job? So we did, and she went all the way through Georgia, graduated, I know with honors, and I knew from day one that she was a keeper. So we hired her right after graduation, brought her to East Georgia, which is one of our 6 locations, and when we needed a good person out here in Grovetown, it was like kind of bittersweet that I'd be losing her from the main store, but bringing her out here to help us continue on, in Grovetown. She's doing a wonderful job. Got a great staff out there, so, our motto is come home to Barney's, and we say it because we mean it, and we treat you like family, and, we want you to feel like, a family. Get to know you, you get to know us, we'll take good care of you.
That's right.
All right?
Thank you so much.
Mr. City Clerk, any comments? All right.
We normally do not address the comments, but I felt this was important to address. We have a comment from Chief Master Sergeant John Gall, who just wanted to say thank you so very much, a true honor, and God bless. So.
Great.
That's so sweet.
All right, we'll move to item 12, old business. 12A has been covered, no action needed. We'll move to 13, new business. Entertain a motion on 13A to recommend approval of the 2026 work session and council meeting dates.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion, we approve the 2026 work session and council meeting dates.
Mr. Mayor, I'll second it.
Any discussion? Hearing none, cast your votes at this time. Motion carries. 13B, recommend approval of Liberty Park outdoor events regulations.
Mr. Mayor, I recommend the approval of Liberty Park outdoor events regulations.
Mr. Mayor, I will second that.
Any discussion? Hearing none, cast your votes at this time. Motion carries. 13C, recommend approval of the warranty deed of dedication between Horizon West Business Park LLC and the City of Grovetown.
Well, Mr. Mayor, I make a motion, we approve the warranty deed of dedication between Horizon West Park, Business Park LLC and the City of Grovetown.
I'll second that motion.
Any discussion? Hearing none, cast your votes at this time. Motion carries. 13D, recommend approval of the warranty deed of dedication between Hargrove Development LLC, Marshall Mills Homeowners Association Incorporated, and the City of Grovetown.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion for approval of the warranty deed of dedication between Hargrove Development LLC, Marshall Mills Homeowners Association, Inc., and the City of Grovetown.
Mr. Mayor, I'll second it.
Any discussion? Hearing none, cast your votes at this time. Motion carries. 13E, recommend adoption of Resolution 2025-10-01, resolution to adopt standard operating procedure for outdoor warning siren activation.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion, we adopt Resolution 2025-10-01, resolution to adopt standard operating procedure for outdoor warning siren activation.
I'll second that motion.
Any discussion? Hearing none, cast your votes at this time. Motion carries. Move to item 14, Director's Report, City Administrator.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I do want to announce our city historian, Charles Lord, passed away. His funeral will be November the 8th at 2 o'clock at Grovetown United Methodist Church. And his family asked that we make that announcement on their behalf. And we extend our sincere sympathy to his family.
You said November the 8th?
November the 8th, which is
Okay.
a Saturday.
All right.
At 2 p.m., Grovetown United Methodist Church. Tomorrow in this room, Representative Gary Richardson will be here to hold a meeting with some constituents in the area, and he's using this room here for a morning meeting. Our District 7 meeting with GMA is October the 29th at 11 a.m. at Fat Man's Restaurant in Augusta. If any of you would like to attend, if you would let Jordan know, we can make arrangements for you to be there. That's District 7, October 27th at 11 a.m. in Augusta. Thursday evening from 5 to 7, we'll have a comp plan meeting here at City Hall. If you would like to participate or learn what the comp plan is all about or what our plans are for developing that, please be here between 5 and 7. You can ask questions and participate in that discussion. This, I think, wraps up those meetings. This will be the last one. The museum. Within the next couple of weeks, we are planning our move to the new location. We've had the floors redone there, and we are just waiting for them to dry out real good. And so we've had some people packing, namely Ms. Reese. She's here with us tonight, and I thank her for all her hard work. She has been busy trying to identify things and catalog them before we move. So after we move, we can find what we moved and make sure it gets to the right place. There's a lot of stuff over there. I don't know if y'all been over there recently, but it's two floors of stuff. The new interim director for the Columbia County Chamber came to visit on October the 6th. We had a good meeting with him. He ended up staying a lot longer than he had planned to, but he was very interested in what's going on here in Grovetown. So we did our best to inform him. He is the interim there now and will continue until they find a replacement. And I have been nominated to help with the search and have already started to participate with the company that's conducting a search for a new chamber director. So that's a great opportunity for Grovetown to have some input there. And the depot, we had a meeting today at 2 o'clock. May have to ask for an extension there. Delivery on some things are taking a little longer than we thought, and I'll give you more information as that becomes available. Let's see. I just want to comment. We have a gentleman in the Recreation and Leisure Department Chris, who a few months ago became our overseer of planting flowers and all those kind of things. And I know this is near and dear to the mayor's heart because he likes for the city to look good, as all of you do. But he just does a fantastic job. And it's a miracle how he can read my mind on what kind of flowers we need to be planting, even the colors. He just knows this stuff. And I just want to compliment him on the great job that he does. You can just see the difference when you ride through. We get a lot of people complimenting about how good the downtown looks, and I just want to encourage him and let him know that people do notice that. And the mayor even called me the other day, and he said, we got a lot of good-looking flowers around town planted. So people notice, and the citizens do appreciate it. So thank you, Chris, for the job you do every day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
I just wanted to comment about the depot. I took the opportunity to take a little tour of the construction, and it is, in fact, I can't say that I can tell you that I have enough knowledge that it is absolutely on schedule, but I will tell you that it is coming along nicely. It is going to be beautiful, and it's kind of nice to walk around and understand where it is, and I can let my imagination see what it, imagine what it's going to look like when it's done. But it is going to be really a great project.
Great, thank you. Anything from the city clerk? Human Resources? Finance? General Services? Utility Services? Planning and Development? No. Police Department? Fire and Rescue?
I just want to make a real quick announcement about what we received the other day. We received this from the U.S. House of Representatives. This flag was flown over the U.S. Capitol, and I'll read you a little excerpt. The enclosed American flag was flown over the U.S. Capitol building in recognition of the exceptional service of the Grovetown Fire Department. Thank you for your continued service. This was part of, back during Hurricane Helene, we assisted with NSA keeping the water for their chiller system. That kept them online, so they decided to send us a flag that was flown over the U.S. Capitol. So we'll be putting this certificate that they've given us, and we'll also be putting all this in a shadow box in a frame. We want to put it in the lobby of the fire station.
Right.
So
I just wanted
nice,
to make that
yes.
announcement. Thank you.
Public Information Officer. Okay, this time, item 15, we'll go into a closed executive session in reference to a real estate acquisition or disposal. You are free to stay if you'd like. I don't know how long we'll be, but in general, this concludes the meeting.
A motion that we enter into executive session at
I'll
this time.
second it.
All in favor, cast your vote. Okay, we'll go into executive session.
Oh, okay. Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that we enter back into a regular business session.
I'll second it.
All right, all in favor, signify. All right, we're back in regular session. All right, I'll call for a motion in regards to the property that was discussed regarding Pepper Hill subdivision.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion that we surplus property to the Pepper Hill HOA. It is tract A, 0.10 acres.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Cast your votes at this time. Motion carries. No other action was taken in regards to other real estate matters. At this time, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second it.
We're adjourned.